Reg could intimidate people.
Mhm.
So whether Reg intimidated Tall Blood and Tall Blood jumped the gun and clapped him, or whatever happened, it was that's where it stemmed from, because ain't no way that them three people, or I mean Reg and Blood, gonna be in the same in Mississippi without being a cat crib.
Gang of tours, gang of ties. What is up, man? What is good, man? I hope y'all doing good, man. I hope y'all having a fantastical day. You feel what I'm saying? But today we finna get in some juice, man. Seem like everybody wanna know why Cat Williams ain't talking. Everybody talking about Cat Williams, and Cat Williams ain't talking about Cat Williams. Everybody wanna know what's going on with this situation. Did he kill? What was going on? Was Cat Williams there? What was going on? You feel what I'm saying? Um, a couple of comedians and a couple people done spoke on it. You feel me? So we finna tap into that right now. You feel what I'm saying? We finna figure this out. We gonna try to figure it out. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna try to. So yeah, let's get straight into it, man. I got Corey. I know Corey spoke on it, man. So we gonna see what he got to say, and some other few people. This the ex-security guard speaking on it now. You feel what I'm saying? So we gonna see what he got to say, and then we gonna get to Corey. All right, let's get it.
A bit here and there.
Mm.
Tall dude. He look, he rhymed too. Reg was with us.
MREC TV.
Reg could intimidate people.
Mhm.
So whether Reg intimidated Tall Blood and Tall Blood jumped the gun and clapped him, or whatever happened, it was that's where it stemmed from, because ain't no way that them three people, or I mean Reg and Blood, gonna be in the same in Mississippi without being a cat crib.
Peace. You good?
You know what's going on? You get me?
I can hear you loud and clear. State your name. Where you calling from, good brother?
Look, name Scrams. Listen, I done ran with it. May
So
sound
this is Cat Williams, ex-security guard.
crazy, right?
Mm.
But look, I done did security with the boy Cat. I got on 06, ran with son to 015. The boy that killed my man Reg, because Reg was cool. Reg was with us. I ran with Reg for a minute with us. The boy that killed him, he used to do security for Cap, a little bit here and there.
Mm.
Tall dude. He look, he rhymed too. His name is Will Rap for Food. If you look up, he got a joint with Cat, just like some freestyle shit or whatever. Pardon me, freestyle joint or whatever. And that's him. And let me tell you what probably happened, because look, running on them tours is very dangerous. Like I said, I did 9 deployments with him. We done got arrested in New York. I done took the gun charges. I beat the gun charges. Cat could tell you that. Same time Plexico Boris got shot in his legs, Cat caught a gun charge in New York. Two guns, all that right outside Jim Jones' studio.
What be going on over here with Cat Williams? Why it's so dangerous? He got smoke and shit?
On 28th Street.
These are comedians.
Dame Dash came through. Everybody was upstairs. Hip hop police, all that, whatever. Long story short, but like I said, yeah. But what be happening? It'd be a lot of turmoil in these tours. It'd be a lot. Cat be having a lot of people with him. It'd be some broads around. It'd be comedians around. It'd be security around. So I'm telling you, what must have happened? They was probably at his crib, because he been out there in that little Mississippi joint for at least like 3-4 years. He been out there.
Mhm.
So, and on the low. So me and him don't fell out. Me and him don't get along. So you can see, like, everybody like Cat. People got their own opinion about everybody. But to me, he not a stand-up dude. Me and him we got no more love. We got no more nothing. You know what I'm saying? But everything I'm saying is straight facts, though. We fell out because basically, like I said, I've been running with son for a long time, since he had the green suit on, since he was doing that tour. So me and him, we supposed to have a little tighter relationship than him acting funny with me, whatever. So nevertheless, when he was living in Georgia one time, now we done fell out more than once, but this last time I was with him in 15, we was chilling, at the crib in Georgia. We riding the jet skis, everything chilling. We going to the show one day, got the tour bus there. He acting wild funny. He acting like, yo, I'm the only security, mind you. Everybody else done dipped off. Everybody else done bounced. I'm still with son, holding him down. So now, nevertheless, he acting funny one day, blah, blah, blah. So I said, you know what? I ain't going to do this. I ain't going to ride out of town with him, get into no beef, have to try and get home, all this other stuff like that happened 3-4 times before. So I done dipped off. Mind you, And the white boy that was driving the bus, the Army Ranger, he could attest to it because he was there. He's like, yo, I remember when you quit. Now, mind you, long story short, I was trying to get another security gig. He was kicking it with Hazel Lee. That's when he was with Hazel Lee. Now, Hazel Lee know me. I used to go bring him to Hazel crib all the time. You know, they was a good couple. He had a good. She used to make him happy. They had a good time together. So, nevertheless, I was talking to Hazel Lee like, yo, listen, I ain't dealing with him no more. Could you get me a little job in the security on the show, the BET joint? So she like, yeah, I could, whatever. So I hit her up again about 3 days later. She getting an attitude for some reason, gonna tell Kat that I'm bothering her about trying to get a BET job. But mind you, I was texting her some shit about because how this nigga get funny sometimes, act crazy, be on whatever, whether he on coke, whether he on whatever, he start getting wild. So
Cat,
Allegedly.
I was
yeah, that's allegedly because Cat said that he don't do drugs. What y'all think? Do y'all think Cat do coke or what? Cat say he don't do drugs. He say he did. I gotta see, like, did he see him do drugs? Did anybody see him? You hear me? Did anybody see him do that? I want to know.
You gotta say allegedly, but go ahead, continue on.
yeah. Now so I was explaining to her
He should
how
have
it gets
asked him that,
in
man.
in this tour, how this tour game go with him, and she was like, well, whatever. But nevertheless, no. So I knew she was gonna show him the text. So my man's and them was still on the road with Kat. So he hit me like, yo, Hazel Lee telling Kat that you bothering her for the security, trying to get a security job, all this other stuff like that. So I told Hazel, like, don't even sweat it. I ain't gonna never bother you again. You can show Kat all the texts if you want, because I knew I was never gonna go back to the camp anyway. So she showed him the text. He called me. We had a little argument on the phone. Blah blah blah. He telling me come to the crib. You know, Kat get wild, but I'm like, listen, it ain't even about all that. So look, long story short, I ain't say nothing to him. Matter of fact, just maybe like 6 months ago, he was getting sued by this lady in California. Sued by this girl that he beat up. Now, she wanted me to testify in the lawsuit. I said I ain't gonna do that. Like I wasn't there when you got beat up, but I was on the way out there, and I didn't get there in time. I told her, matter of fact, don't go out there until I get out there, because Cat was my man, and like I said, I ain't gonna never let him hit no girl or fight no girl around me, because I ain't gonna let him. It ain't gonna happen like that. You could ask this girl Lena, you could ask all the shorties. It ain't gonna happen with me there just because that's my man. So nevertheless, yeah, she got beat up. She ended up suing him. The lawsuit came to play like just like a couple months, like maybe like in January, maybe February last of the year. And he went to court. They had me on the docket to like come as be one of her witnesses. But I had already sent word to my other mans in the camp what was going on months before. Like, I'm not going to participate in this. She's trying to sue him. So he got on the stand, him and his girl, and said I was an extortionist. I extorted him. They fired me in '08. I was stealing money.
Hold on. Real quick. Who got on the stand?
Cat got on the stand in the lawsuit. That, like, you know how you get a lawsuit, like it was like a civil suit.
Okay.
So Cat came to court, and he got on the stand with his girl, and they both said that I only worked for them for a year. They fired me in '08. I was stealing money. I was doing all this stuff. And that got me tight, because I'm like, yo, when we was riding, Cat had 3 tour buses. The tour bus that I was on, he kept all his money on there. He had like $10, $12 million, $14 million on that bus. I never touched a dollar. I never stole nothing from Cat. Never stole a car. Never stole. Everybody done stole cars from this dude. Big Sykes done took a Porsche. Everybody done stole everything. I done watched it.
Took a Porsche.
So that's what had me tight. So, you know what I mean? That was the last straw for me with him. You know what I'm saying? And I had did, you know what I'm saying, sent him, you know, little whatever, argument, whatever. But I know, long story though, because dude that killed Reg, he came from Suge. Because when Suge was running, when Cat was running with Suge, I was with him. And then he didn't trust Suge. All that stuff he talk now, whatever. He didn't trust Suge, but he knew that, you know, if he look around, he know I'm with him. He knows somebody that he trusts is with him. So that was like 13, around 13 or whatever. And then we were running with Sugar again in 2014. But nevertheless, that's where this dude came from. His name is I don't know, we used to call him Tall Blood. He Queens Blood, Queen Street Blood. and he was cool. Me and him ain't have no real issue. But me and Reg was, Reg was my man. I ain't gonna lie, Reg was my man. And from knowing the camp and knowing what could have happened, like I said, there's no way that Reg and Tall Blood gonna be in Mississippi on that block if they ain't all the cat crib. And when you at the crib, things happen. Whether Reg got tight, because Reg was a firecracker. Reg was my man. Reg could intimidate people. So whether Reg intimidated Tall Blood and Tall Blood jumped the gun and clapped him, or whatever happened, that's where it stemmed from, because ain't no way that them three people, Reg and Blood gonna be in Mississippi without being a cat crib. You see what I'm saying? And Suge, no, because look, I ain't even saying this to disrespect Blood at all. I ain't saying this to disrespect Blood, but I was there when Suge flipped on Son and slapped him. Son slapped him, yo. He got tight because Blood ran his car. We was riding in the caravan. We was going to Seattle, and Son had bumped into his car. Blood was driving. We all had, it was like Cat had mad people with him. That's how we do. So he was driving, and he accidentally bumped into the back of Suge's car. Suge got out, and Suge started, bang banging, and it shook Cat up, because I seen Cat. Cat was scared, but Suge wasn't doing it to be like a bully. Suge was just being Suge, and I swear to God that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? And
on God.
but and like I said, Blood wasn't no soft dude or nothing like that. Tall, slim dude, like he played basketball. But I bet you he came back around to do security. He started running back, because that's what Cat do. He'll get into it with somebody, argue with you. Some people can come back on the road to come back. Reggie argued with him. Reggie was tight. Me and Reg, I remember Reg, when Cat flipped out, the girls called me in Seattle, and they was like, Cat got like 25, got some money up in the room. I ain't have time to go get it. I went to the room. It was like $2,500. I took the 25. Reg was with me. Reg was, God bless the dead, Reg was with me. He was like, yo, Cat ain't pay me. I need some money. I'm like, yo, chill. I'm like, listen, I got you. I'm going to break. He wanted me to give him Reg as well. He wanted to give him like $1,700 or something. I said, damn, son, I can't do it. It's 25. I'm going to take a little for me. I'm going to give you like 6. Boom. Take a little for me. Then with the rest, I went to the hotel Cat was staying at. He didn't even have no money. That's right before the time on the internet where he was crying, talk about he wants to stop comedy. He had an internet. It's right on the YouTube. It was like the day before. And so I went there. He in the lobby talking shit. Pardon me, talking. He ain't got no money, whatever. I said, yo, what up, son? I want to holler at you. He had attitude. You know how these stars be. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to holler at you too. Somebody was saying, I gave him a dap. It was like $1,200. Cat no money. He's like, damn, okay, I got something. For today, something to spend for the hour. He spend money fast. So, but mind you, he ain't have $1. He ain't have nothing.
What?
And that's what I'm saying. That's what used to have me tight with him.
If I don't got $1 and you give me $1,200, I'm not finna spend that in no day.
I ran with him knowing you ain't have $1. Being in New Mexico, you ain't do the show. You know what I'm saying? I done been with you when we was all locked up in New York. I went to the Tombs. He got out. And the only reason he got out is because I took both for the guns. And my Muslim dudes, it was 3 guns.
Dang, all right, so boom. He's saying that Cat had to be there. You feel what I'm saying? Cat had to be there. He put Cat in the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Cat had to be there because he's saying them two wouldn't even be in the same room if Cat was not there. Now let's see what Corey say. All right, it's Corey.
We don't know everything that happened, but I know this, and I'm bold enough to say this no matter where I'm at. Reggie was a wild boy.
And see, that's what we keep getting, y'all. We keep getting that Reggie was hot. Like, he's a firecracker, man. Hey, don't try him. Feel me? Because he'll get there with you. You feel me? So you mix that kind of person with a security guard type of dude. That seemed like 2 big old egos to me, man. I can see a clash happening.
Cat is a wild boy. Something happened where Reggie didn't make it home. My nigga Reggie wasn't no joke. And he was a wild boy. And like I said this before. And I didn't mean to start no shit, and I ain't trying to start no shit now. Cat crazy to the motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck happened. All I know is that looked like it was gonna clash from the beginning.
For y'all, it's looking like.
So Corey saying the same thing too. You know what I mean? Corey saying the same thing too.
All right, y'all.
I don't know what the hell could be going on with this situation. I feel like Cat Williams really not talking because of like legal situations. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. I feel like, he don't want to like incriminate himself. I don't know. I just feel like, it's just a smart move to not talk. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's a smart move. And I feel like you kind of really don't have to you don't have to speak to us. Like, he don't have to say anything to us, y'all. Like, we really nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he don't have to say anything to us. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I hope he ain't, I hope he ain't got no real parts of this and no killings. You feel what I'm saying? But, I think that he's really not speaking, because illegal things, he got PR, he got people that's probably telling him, don't even say nothing, bro, because the internet, and we all know the internet. You're gonna take stuff and run with it. You feel me? So I think that's really why he not talking. But I want to know why y'all think Cat Williams not talking. And would you say something? If your friend died at your house or your Airbnb or your rental or whatever, would you say something? I want to know. I want to see if I can find some more videos too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see.
First of all, I appreciate everybody for being here. I want to appreciate South Haven Police Department, specifically Chief Kern and members of his team who are here today as well. We're here today to talk about the shooting death of Reggie Carroll. I understand in the last 7 days there's been a lot of questions and public inquiry and obvious interest for a number of reasons. Most notably, it's the loss of life, and obviously we feel for the family and those that are left mourning. Mr. Carroll was well loved by many, and so obviously this is a hard time for people, and people want answers. And so unfortunately, at this stage, there's only so much we can share. I'll share with you what I think I can. Basically, like I said, there's a call for service related to a shooting incident on Burton Lane here in South Haven. It was last Wednesday, round about 6:30. That kind of time frame, anyways. Police arrived on scene very quickly. When they got there, there were two people. You had Traynell Willams and Reggie Carroll. So we have our shooter and our victim. They were both.
Where was Cat? Cat probably got the fuck on. Cat either wasn't there or he got the fuck on, boy.
Was there. The police immediately kind of quartered them off to where they could make room to give aid or make life-saving attempts for Mr. Carroll. Quite frankly, at that point, he had already received multiple wounds. But as a matter of course,
and they said dude was shot with a shotgun.
The police did every reasonable effort to try to help. Mr. Carroll was transported to the hospital where they could continue to try to help. At some point in the process, Mr. Carroll succumbed to those injuries. While that was going on, the investigation began. They did everything that you would ordinarily expect in an investigation to, take pictures, gather evidence, talked to people that may have knowledge of anything related to this, and ultimately they developed Traynell Williams as a suspect. They believe through their diligent and thorough efforts that probable cause existed for an arrest warrant. An arrest warrant was signed by a judge, and Mr. Williams was taken into custody same night.
Same night.
I do want to dispel a few, I don't know, rumors that may be going around. This was an incident between two roommates that knew each other. One of them is from California, one of them is from Maryland. This is not an indication that there's a problem in that community or neighborhood. This is not indicative of a violent crime issue in our city. It's just an isolated event that's limited to those two people involved. I know, and I don't want to gratuitously name drop, but
So I think,
based on,
I mean, Cat Williams might not got nothing to do with it. It's probably why he ain't saying nothing. I mean, he probably grieving right now. Like, I don't know.
their jobs as and their professions in the comedy world, they obviously run in the same circles with the same comedians. I want it to be clear that there's never been any reason before or now to believe that any of those comedians or organizations, business organizations, were involved in any way in what happened. This was a residence where only the shooter and the victim lived. This was not a resident of any other comedian or person. And
But I heard that the place that they was living at was in Cat's business name. So I don't know. That's probably the rumor that he clearing up.
We've determined this is a very isolated thing, and so it
Cat
is
good then.
when you have two people in a house and one of them loses their life and the other gets taken into custody by the police. There's not going to be much sharing of information about what happened right away, because you have one body in the hospital, one body at the police station, and neither of them had the ability to communicate to the outside world what happened. So other interested people that knew them, families, friends, business associates, probably didn't even know that Mr. Carroll was deceased until well after the fact, and they certainly were not present or involved. So
there you go.
With that, as I mentioned, I am joined by Chief Kern. We kind of talked ahead of time and agreed that I would kind of outline some of these things, but we're both here. We will field questions if you have any. Please understand, like I said, maybe limited on what we can answer, but we'll certainly answer the ones that we think we can.
Can you say what led to the shooting? Was it an argument and then?
So I'm not going to get into the specifics of motives or build-ups or who did what. I just don't think this is. I understand that's a pressing question. That's just part of the case that's going to have to come out in court.
While the defense needed a week to just defend their client, how is it for your office? Are you all ready to bring those charges in court?
Yeah, we're scheduled for preliminary matters. We're certainly ready for that whenever they are. If they wanted to do it today, we would have done it today. If they want to wait a week, we'll wait a week. If they want to wait longer, we can wait longer. That's a defense right to have a preliminary hearing or a bond hearing. And so we'll be ready whenever they get around to asserting that right. So, any other questions?
So the house is owned by Cat Williams, is that right?
The house is not owned by Cat Williams. It was a rental property. There was another out-of-state company that was leasing the house, and the Traynell Williams and Reggie Carroll were the two tenants of the house. So it was not Cat Williams' house.
Okay. All right.
And I was trying to avoid names, but you asked specifically, and I'll just say Cat Williams was not there. We have no reason to believe that he was ever involved in any way, shape, or form.
I know we're
Hey,
still early
hey, there y'all go, man.
in the investigation,
Wasn't there.
but, you know, as you said, this is an incident that has had a lot of public attention. Do you have a timeline on when in the investigation or court proceedings that we can learn more about what happened, what led up to this? Like, is there a timeline for that? Do you know yet?
Yeah, so generally speaking, you know, you always have a right to make public records requests. So, you know, the affidavit, you should be able to get a copy of that at some point. As far as me talking about the facts, I really don't like doing that a whole lot before an indictment. You know, I would just say there were two people in the house. Obviously, this incident turned violent. The defendant used a shotgun to shoot multiple times at the victim. He used a 12 gauge. The ammo choice was slugs. I mean, other than that, I mean, that's a little more information, but and the affidavit does mention that, you know, he used a shotgun with the deliberate design to effect death of Reggie Carroll. And I know once you read the shotgun,
Shotgun is
you're going to have
crazy.
all sorts of visions in your head, and so I'll share that it was multiple wounds. I'm not going to put a number on it before the medical examiner's report comes in, but it was multiple wounds, and the ammo selection was slugs.
Damn.
Did he resist arrest at all, or he just stayed there?
I'm not going to comment on the behavior. I'll say he was on scene whenever the police are both the deceased and the defendant were both on scene when the police arrived, and the police took the defendant with them, and the body went to the hospital. So I'll take one more if you have any. Otherwise, we'll just call it quits. That's it. All right. Thank y'all very much.
Damn, man. So Cat wasn't there, and it don't seem like he too much resisted. We don't know, but let me know what y'all think. Do y'all feel like it's right that Cat ain't saying, or do y'all think that Cat need to say something? What y'all think, man? Let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe for me, please. I'm saying, please. Just, you know what I'm saying? Engagement, just a little engagement. I'm going to talk back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to comment back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Let's get active. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to come back with another banger, man. So y'all do that, man. Subscribe to me, man. Subscribe to a Young G. You hear me? I'll be back, though. Bye.